don't try too much. You know, Rolly's going to give you everything you want. So kind of just going to let the fight come to me, and then I'm going to take over. You know, I'm a better fighter all around. So I feel like it's going to show in the fight.
If there's one fight fans have been eagerly awaiting, it's the showdown between Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero. From the moment it was announced, everyone knew these two fighters would bring the intensity, not just inside the ring, but in the psychological warfare leading up to it. And they certainly didn't disappoint.
A tremendous fighter. He's a tremendous fighter, but winning people he cannot be happens to be myself, Gervonta Davis, and depression.
In their recent face-to-face, Ryan has done nothing but try to intimidate Rolly. According to him, this is one of the easiest fights he could have taken, and from the start, he's been confident that someone is going to sleep.
Eyes on you, the most to prove. What's your prediction? What's going to happen May 2nd?
I put Rolly to sleep with the left hook. That's it. That's what you're going to see. Period.
Ryan Garcia is at a pivotal moment in his career. Once hailed as boxing's next big star, he now finds himself needing to prove his worth all over again. His fight against Devin Haney ended in well-known controversy, but now Ryan insists he's back with a new mindset, fully focused on boxing and leaving distractions behind. In fact, he even tweeted an apology to Rolly, saying it's unfortunate that he has to be the one facing this new, locked-in version of Ryan in the ring.
They can do some damage. And Ryan Garcia, look, he's coming off, it's going to be about a year now. He's hungry. He's hungry to get on top. He's hungry.
At the press conference, Ryan Garcia made it clear that he's not here for trash talk or drama this time. He's keeping things professional, emphasizing that this fight is about earning back respect. In the past, Garcia was known for his social media antics, interviews, and constant back and forth with other fighters. But now he insists that version of him is gone. His promoter, Oscar de la Hoya, has also addressed this change, believing Garcia is making the right moves by training under a strict coach and surrounding himself with the right people. According to La Hoya, this new approach will help Garcia stay disciplined and focused on what truly matters.
You want to know? You're fighting me right now. I'm right here. See how you drop? See how you drop? So it goes like this. Here.
Ryan Garcia has made it clear that his upcoming fight against Rolly Romero is all about one thing, his left hook. The devastating punch that has defined his career is now the focal point of his strategy, and he's not shy about letting the world know. In preparation for this fight, Ryan has been showcasing just how difficult it is to evade his signature weapon. Recently, he demonstrated the power of his left hook to former British super middleweight contender Rocky Fielding, proving that it can land from any angle and at any range.
Game plan to beat Ryan Garcia.
I already got a game plan. Yeah, so...
Are you talking about in sparring?
Yeah.
How many years ago was that?
8.
And you think that's relevant to this fight? You think you learned something back then you can take forward to this fight?
No, I wasn't really trying to learn that.
Ryan Garcia has been perfecting this punch since childhood, and it's the same weapon that secured his victory over Devin Haney in their fight. Haney did everything he could to neutralize it by closing the distance, but Ryan adapted, landing sharp, short left hooks with lightning speed and devastating power, shifting the momentum in the later rounds. Now, another challenge stands his way, Rolly Romero. However, it appears Rolly has yet to come up with a clear game plan to survive Garcia's deadly left hook. Rolly Romero is known for his aggressive style, charging forward and trying to overwhelm opponents with pressure. But that's exactly the type of fighter who's most vulnerable to Ryan Garcia's biggest weapon, his left hook. If Rolly hasn't significantly improved his defense and chin, this fight could end in just a few rounds. Ryan has no intention of dragging it out. He knows that a quick, decisive victory will only boost his standing in the boxing world. According to him, he has studied Rolly's tendencies and is confident that he still makes the same mistakes he did in sparring, mistakes Ryan fully intends to exploit.
when you know something's up.
Henry, how do you see this fight playing out? Do you think it goes the distance, Rolly and your son?
I don't see it right now because the way Ryan is, when he's focused, look what happens to his opponent. You know, I mean, he does drop him. He does drop him. So when he's focused like this, he's very dangerous.
Ryan's father and trainer, Henry Garcia, has assured fans that they will see a sharper, more refined version of his son in this fight. He believes Ryan's speed and power have reached a new level, making his signature left hook even more dangerous. However, Henry hinted that Ryan's game plan isn't limited to just a left hook. He might even surprise everyone by finishing Rolly with right hand instead. Still, Ryan's bread and butter remains that lethal left hook, and if Rolly can't handle it, the fight won't last long. According to Henry, one thing is certain: Rolly is going down.
Going up to 147, there's many possibilities. There's the possibility of him having a better chin, which I'm not sure if he's going to have a better chin. There's probably a possibility of him being faster, stronger at 147. But him moving up to 147, the only thing I think that he's really going to get is him having a better chin, because at 140, he was getting hurt multiple times. His last fight, he didn't get hurt. He's a little bit, if I'm being honest, going to be a little bit more fresher than Ryan Garcia, because you know Ryan Garcia.
Ryan understands just how much is at stake in this fight. He's not just facing Rolly Romero. He's fighting for his reputation, his career, and his place among boxing's elite. After the controversy surrounding his last fight with Devin Haney, he needs a dominant victory to fully regain the respect of fans and the boxing world. A brutal knockout win over Rolly would send a powerful message. Ryan Garcia is still one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. However, fans also recognize that this won't be an easy fight, especially with Rolly moving up in weight.
Well, hopefully, but take up Rolly, but it's gonna be a good fight. No, you think? Someone's gonna get knocked out. Yeah, for sure. Somebody get knocked out.
Who hit a little harder though? Was it Ryan or was it Rolly? Because they both clearly.
I ain't gonna lie, Rolly hard. Yeah. They people be sleeping on Rolly because he been obviously, I don't know how to say it, obviously, but yeah, if he don't got no chin now, so Rolly be getting caught, but Rolly he can hit, bro. Like he can hit. But he's the only person I felt like when he swung, it felt like bricks was in. Looking like it's really like.
Even Gervonta Tank Davis isn't convinced that Ryan Garcia is the bigger puncher in his upcoming fight against Rolly Romero. Speaking to Fight Hype, Tank claimed that Rolly actually hits harder than Ryan. Having shared the ring with both men, he described Rolly's punches as feeling like bricks in his gloves and warned people not to overlook his power. Despite Rolly's heavy hands, Davis still knocked him out in the 6th round back in May 2022, exposing his weak chin and proving that raw power isn't enough if a fighter can't take punches in return. However, when it comes to Ryan, things might be different. He has assured fans that Rolly is capable of turning the tables, making this fight even more intriguing.
Don't have no power.
Ultimately, what do you feel puts you over the line against Ryan in this fight?
I know him. I know him really well.
Is it something similar that because Ryan knew Devin so well, he knew how to fight him? Is that like the mirror with this fight, that you know Ryan so well that you know what to throw at him?
There's no fear with Devin. Devin don't have no power. And then also, I mean, you want to come in all that extra weight, overweight, so, I mean, that makes a big difference. You know, there's still a lot of controversy going on with that fight. Aside from that, Devin was winning damn near every round that he didn't get dropped. Even the rounds he got dropped, he was winning the rounds, he just got dropped.
On the other side, there's Rolly Romero. Despite all the talk surrounding Ryan's game plan, Rolly remains calm amid the buildup. He isn't bothered by the fact that Turkey Alashik has already lined up a Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney rematch for October. In his mind, it doesn't matter. He's confident he'll take Ryan out on May 2nd, and if Garcia still moves forward a rematch against Haney after that, it'll only prove that boxing has become more about business than true competition. Rolly questions how a rematch with Haney would even make sense if Ryan suffers a brutal loss. To him, that's not how boxing should work. But in today's sport, money often speaks louder than rankings or results. Besides, Rolly believes that once he drops Garcia, Haney will have an even easier time doing the same.
Ryan, obviously the boxing world, they just want the Haney rematch so it can be settled once and for all. What is your message? Obviously, you guys are going through the lawsuit right now, but if you and Devin can run it back again, under what terms would it be?
Run it back the same way, just a little higher weight class.
The way Turkey Alashik has planned this event makes one thing clear. Entertainment is the top priority. Wins and losses don't matter as much as generating buzz. A Haney versus Garcia rematch. Even if both are coming off defeats, might not look professional. But Turkey's approach to the sport isn't about following traditional rules. It's about making the biggest fights possible. Even if they don't follow a logical path, this is the same reason Terence Crawford is moving up 2 weight classes to challenge Canelo Alvarez. It's not about rankings or natural progression. It's about spectacle. Fans might complain, but as long as the fighters are cashing in with massive paychecks, they won't be the ones arguing.